go. There we go. We got it. Got it. All right. I got a drawing made up of that bearing mount. I like to print it out on cardstock. We're going to compare it to the bearing to see if we got it right. Okay. Okay, looks like it'll work. Now go and make the cut file to run the plasma cutter. And alrighty, let's see if this thing's gonna fit. Okay, it's good so far. Alright, I think we got it. Got enough slack around there. Got the bolt pattern right. Okay, now let's see if the spacer fits through there. Here's the biggest spacer. Yes, see that? So we compare it to the Chinese design. Okay, there we are. That'll work good. Good job. Look at that. Would you just look at that? It's full of water. Look at that. It's coming out of that pipe. Looks like this pipe was squeezed flat and it's full of water. Okay, well, that'll be a mess. Okay, I think that's about almost where it's going to live. Came out really nice. So there's the joint there. Turned out that this flange, the inside, was about 24 inches. Same as the outside of this one. So that worked out nice. I like that. And there's the axle. I stripped it down and brought it in a ways, so it's not so wide. And now I'm able to move all the things. So that's good. So the bearings move, brake. Yeah. All right, making a little progress on the buggy. Now that I got the motor carriage placed in there, I'm working on the swing arm. So let's bend up some bars. All right. We got the swing arm in position. Next step is to position that axle, and then hook up the bearing brackets. Hook to the pipe, straighten them out. Then we'll get the top piece and then the shock mounts. So it's coming right along, looking good. I'll take a picture of that. Okay, there's a picture. Go take another picture, like right here. All right, check this out. Modifying this with the SJR engine cradle and swing arm. Look at that, huh? We're getting there. Getting the axle positioned. I think I got the cradle positioned where I want it with the frame. This is a pretty cool kit. It'll help you modify any of these go-kart types. So we got the swing arm, pivots in line with these, and this is for the jack shaft, and then that'll go up to the motor. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, we got the bottom of the swing arm in place. Got the axle clamped in. Now I'm working on this top bar. Going to tie these two together. Ground through the orange paint and the green coating. Green's on there good. And I cut these pieces to fit in here. So when we're done, we'll have a bar all the way across, which tie all that together. Then it'll give me something to go back off of here for the shock mount. So let's weld that in. Well, that was fun. We got some good green powder coat we're melting through. And it ended up being this chunk was actually a piece of conduit. So we got galvanized coating and we got the green powder coat. So that'll be fine. Okay, so now I'm going to work on the top bar. Go from here back around and then there. And that'll give me a place for the shocks. Okay, getting her mocked up. I rebended these to a 90 and made them at 25 inches wide. The same as the swing arm. So, I'm going to see if I got it high enough to make sure I got room for the shock. But before I do that, I need to finish this off. This doesn't go there, it goes down in here. So bring this down a little bit. So finish that off. And then that'll tell me if the shock's got enough room. I'm hoping this bar works good in there. If not, I might have to bring it up higher. But that should work there, especially if this drops down. Really would like them right about in there. There goes that one. Right about there would be right. So I think we're going to be good. So I'm reworking some of the tubing that was already here. In the future, I might get rid of this joint. Might just cut her there, cut all that off, and have a nice tube there. That's a really weak joint there. Not very structurally sound. Today is the big day to finally reveal some of my products. I got this kit I've been building. I've been building this buggy here, developing it for the last couple years. And now I've finally come to the point where I could start offering parts and pieces. Eventually I want to make a kit for the front, for the rear, and for the complete cage. Right now I'm going to offer this kit right here. I took this Chinese rear engine GY6 scooter chassis and turned it into a GX style chassis. So with this we got the rear engine pod, the engine cradle that will hold all the different styles of motors, all the way from the Predator 212 all the way up to the GX390, like that one. This here is a Honda GX270. Has the engine mount, has the jack shaft, bearing mounts with the bearing chain tensioners, has the swing arm pivots. All of that's one unit right there. The engine pod. And then the swing arm is separate. So with this style of buggy, the engine is solid in the frame. The only thing that swings up and down is the rear axle, the rear swing arm. Like I said, it'll fit whatever single cylinder air-cooled motor you want to throw at it. They're based off the Honda GX200, Honda GX240, 270, and the bigger, the 11 horse, and the Honda GX390. This here's the Honda GX390 electric start. So there we have it. It's a big day for me. This has been under development for multiple years, and finally coming to a point where I could offer the parts to the public. So what I'm offering today is rear swing arm and rear engine cradle with jack shaft mount. And so you could look for me on my website, www.sjrlift.com. On that site, you may see Subaru lift kits, and now you're going to see these Gokart mini buggy parts. After this is up and running, then I'll move on to the front. I'm going to offer a single A-arm and a double A-arm front suspension, and also offer a frame kit similar to this. So this is an exciting moment for me. A lot of development's gone into this, and now it's ready to be sold. On the rear axle, this here is an 1.25 inch round. That's with 2-bolt housed bearings. This one's actually 1.25 inch hexagon, and these are that's what came on this Chinese buggy. So I'm going to offer these different brackets. This one here fits that particular bearing. I'll offer all the common ones for the 1.5 inch, 1 inch, and if you have a bearing that you need a mount for, I could make you up a bearing mount for that. So there it is. Thing of beauty. So one option is to mount the rear axle in the swing arm with no adjustments on the bearings. And then to tighten the chain, you move these 2 bearings on the jack shaft, tighten them down with these 2 adjusters. And then after that's tight, you move the engine back on the slotted engine bolts. Tighten the engine chain, and that's how you adjust the chain. So I built this with the idea that you could build your own buggy or modify another go-kart or suspended buggy with this kit. And it utilizes the 3 different size single-cylinder air-cooled blocks that are out there, the popular sizes.